So here's the sequel to Metal Slug, and when Nazca thought sequel, I think might have taken it a bit too seriously for the hardware's own good.
Oh man. Yeah, this is... Oh, okay.
Metal Slug 2, Cabinet Settings Edition.
Yeah, this isn't a
This must be why
typical...
it's the... Sorry.
Yeah, this isn't a typical long play video, but it's, it looks a lot better.
I guess this is where the added time from the long play video comes from.
Yeah. It's also got all secrets, which I guess just means, like, some of the POWs, but anyway.
Metal Slug 2.
I guess, yeah, since we're not covering X, I think the one thing we're really going to miss out on is the title screen from that one.
Metal Slug Zex.
Arx!
Actually, it's funny to think about. We have a Metal Slug X and a Metal Slug Double X, so we basically have Metal Slug Zex and Metal Slug X. When's Metal Slug Accent Core?
Metal Slug 3D is, the Exerd.
Oh god. Oh no, I thought that was Overture.
Yeah, pretty much, actually. Oh, man, so... I don't think... It's like, not exactly different mechanically, but...
You're about to see some drastic differences starting now.
Well, yeah, there's some characters.
We have a character select screen.
I hear people like those characters.
I'm a Theo main.
I used to be, and then I was like, you know what, Aerie's cooler, and no one plays her.
Yeah, it's like Theo somehow became the it's like the Velma versus Daphne effect. You would assume it's Aerie, but people gravitate toward Theo.
It's the glasses.
Yeah. So, this track is pretty fucking good.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, the music took like a giant leap. Not to say the first game's music wasn't all that good, but this one's got a lot of memorable tracks, and it only gets better from here.
Oh, fun fact. If you set the violence off, the blood's white, so when they're like spewing out blood, it just looks like they're belching milk.
Wasn't that like that in most arcades in America, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The violence is like turned off by default, so my childhood memory of this game is just seeing people vomit milk all the time.
I forget if it was this or X, but I have actually played this in an arcade cabinet once. And like a CC's Pizza.
One of the new features is one of the POWs can actually be a Street Fighter, apparently.
He just shoots fireballs.
He has like a long Japanese name that like supposed to mean something 100. I'm not going to try saying it because I'm probably going to sound really stupid trying to pronounce it.
But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Like they
like this
they love
camel
doing
slug.
That. Oh god, yeah, they love doing this thing too, where at like the first level they go right into the new enemy types. Like we'll see that in 3 as well, where they're like, you know, we have the old rebel soldiers, but no, we're gonna start off on something crazy.
This is the other half of the Metal Slug identity where things get crazy.
Yeah, and this game's gonna get even weirder still.
Okay, how many like run and gun games ripped off that formation?
I know, it's a... Oh god, yeah.
So... I wouldn't put it past Nazca to have done it in a previous game. I just don't know a whole lot about their work with IREM.
Oh, yeah, me neither.
Here's the boss so easy that they had to change it in Zex.
Yeah, this is... So again, we're not covering X because it's a little too similar, but one of the big changes I remember is this became a mid-boss in Stage 3, and they just made like... Well, no, they didn't make a new boss, they repurposed the Metal Slug 1 boss for this stage.
I'm pretty sure because this boss is way too easy.
Yeah... These effects, though.
Yeah.
Look at that shit, that's great.
I agree. Like, they had to, like, tile it specifically to interact with the floor.
Yeah?
Like, they had to know, like, they're pixel perfect, like, how this was going to pan out.
I was gonna say this boss doesn't look that easy, and then I realized he hasn't actually been firing for a while.
Also, this is level 8, keep in mind. It is going to be harder.
Oh, yeah. Because
like,
the Bazooka guy's up there.
4, this boss barely does anything.
What is he doing? Is he trying to let the other guy get the kill?
I'm going to assume he's just trying to style on it, as a testament to how easy this boss is. This is the person that gave the feedback that this boss should just be demoted to a mid-boss.
Is this part of the all secrets?
You unlock Sonic and Tails if you let the VOW guy kill it.
I didn't realize when this video was a little longer that all of it would be taken up by this fight. I was not expecting this.
I have never seen a Metal Slug player this disrespectful.
This is the teabagging of the Metal Slug era.
Oh, I've done teabagging with the slugs themselves before.
Oh yeah.
Just waiting for a boss to explode.
How fucking long is this gonna go? What the sh...
You were really that determined for the POW guy to kill it, aren't you?
This is going to go on for another minute.
We get it, you're good at dodging Caesar bullets.
I'd apologize, this is kind of amazing. What the fuck?
I can't be angry at this, no. He's definitely asserting his dominance today.
Oh, I remember now. I think, like, in the Metal Slug X version, like, there are, like, tanks that are riding on it that fall down on top of you. I think that was his boss?
No.
No, okay. I'm misremembering.
The boss was, like, a giant tank thing that has, like, a flamethrower guy underneath it. If you take out the flamethrower thing first, you can go under it, and it's kind of a blind spot, except for the homing missiles.
I just mean the version of this, like, plane boss in Stage 3 and X.
Oh.
But they got tanks on it that fall down off of it, I think.
Oh yeah, it does have that to try to make it harder.
Yeah.
It tried to prevent a repeat of this. I'm pretty sure you could throw a couple grenades at it and it'll still be in kill range for POW guy.
Wait, no, wait. He was waiting for that POW to show up.
So, this is just straight up a score attack. This is the most thorough score attack I have ever seen in my life.
This secret POW better have, like, a great name or something.
He's gonna be like, why did you do this? That'll be his name.
Hyakutaro, yeah.
Okay, I remember his name being trickier than that, but yeah, Hyakutaro.
Mission complete.
Oh yeah, this is the last game we hear of this announcer. They, I think in X even, they, upped it to the next guy.
Yeah, starting with X, they got a more hyped guy.
Oh yeah, the Campbell just drinks.
Oh yeah, I love that attention to detail. Fatality.
They hit those guys everywhere, man.
I don't know if Morden's army are like mad geniuses or just really dumb.
So yeah, in the first game was a lot of like urban areas, kind of samey looking stuff. And then immediately we're like in a desert, in like an Arabian city or something. And eventually we're gonna see bats and mummies.
Yes, welcome to the other half of this game's identity. Bizarre random enemies, just Nazca thinking things up and putting them in the game.
Thank you.
I'm guessing we're not gonna see him actually get mummified, but yeah, the mummy's attacks are one in a series of enemies that when they hit you, they don't kill you, they just, like, transform you? And these
Yeah.
guys will turn you into mummies. And if you get hit again while you're a mummy, you're just dead. Which I guess is better than just one-hit kills, but... And then you can pick up those, like, potion things to heal yourself. So it's weird. It's like...
And when you're a mummy, you're slower than molasses, and your grenade takes, like, until leap year to come out.
Yeah.
But your jump is really high, except still really floaty, so you're leaving yourself open regardless. You want that potion.
Yeah. It is weird. It's almost like a weird power-up, but it's like a power-down.
I am surprised he didn't rush for the flame shot, because the flame shot in this game is a lot better than in 1. It multi-hits.
Oh, right, yeah. That thing used to suck, but, flame shot's great. I'm gonna knife all these guys, though, because that's the all secrets way.
He's doing it for score.
Oh, dear.
That, or he likes the stabbing sound.
Not to get ahead of myself, I remember one of the weirdest things about Metal Slug 4 is that they bugged the melee attacks with the new characters. So if I remember correctly, they got way too many points for melee attacking. Or something bizarre like that.
Not only that, but Trevor in particular has way too many frames before the attack becomes active. He just does garbage frame data so no one picks him.
I think he also can't move while he's doing it either, like unlike the other characters.
Yeah. Welcome to devs that don't know what they're doing 101.
We'll get to that.
Okay, shotgun is a really good but really rare weapon.
Oh yeah, yeah, it just instantly kills whatever's in front of you.
Normal enemies, that is.
Yeah, yeah.
Although it would be great if it could instantly kill this boss coming up, because on Hard 8, it goes from easy to oh my god.
I do remember my run in the arcade version ended at this boss. But I didn't have that many continues, so... This video is not that much longer than the long play video I saw, but it feels like it's slow as shit.
So, this player is going to be using the same strategies in the next game, and somehow only takes 15 more minutes.
I'm not sure you can get away with knife attacking in Metal Slug 3 as much, but we'll see.
Oh, I would love to see if this person has the cojones to knife the plant monsters.
Oh, God. Thanks, Turkish Bullet 19.
I will say I kind of like this palette better, the stage palette better than the Zex version.
Oh yeah, same. I forgot they changed up all the palettes too. I think the first stage is like a night.
That's nice of her to give me a 50,000 point gem thingy and then try to take me to hell with her.
I forget, can that actually hurt you, or is that just to make the...
Yeah, that will kill you.
Oh.
And here's the boxing glove melee attack that you get to see in Neo Geo Battle Coliseum as a normal.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of which, yeah, that POW with the Hadoukens is a super in Neo Geo Battle Coliseum.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He's basically the star of every Marco combo video ever.
The most ridiculous setup super I've seen.
Thank you. Shotgun.
So I remember correctly, in the EX version, you can shoot those signs and like some coins will pop up on occasion. What the... Oh.
All secrets. All secrets!
I didn't know this was a... Oh god, is there even more? Oh god. Is Morden's laugh?
I never saw this before.
I had no idea that existed. That's wild.
I learn new things every day, I suppose.
Well, a lot of detail in this game, that's for sure.
Should have just used the genie and been like, I want to win, granted. So yeah, the shotgun just a million hits at once, and it just rapidly drains its target's health.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Also, because this is Nazca, there's a lot of attention to detail in that they have unique death animations to being blown away by a shotgun.
Oh god, yeah. They have like every enemy has like a burning animation as well.
Yep. Some of the most disturbingly detailed burning to death animations in a video game.
Yeah.
Heavy machine gun.
So this boss,
I mean, I like the heavy machine guns just in case you inevitably accidentally do the metal slug attack.
yeah. So this slug is called the goodbye because metal slug attack buttons.
Yeah. Okay, so on the lower difficulties, this boss is easy as hell. But on hard 8, not so much. It has a charge beam attack, and on hard 8, let's remove the word charge.
Oh god. Well, there's just
Also-
an endless tower that you're climbing up.
On hard 8, you get to just see how endless this tower is because of the huge increase in boss HP.
Oh dear. We don't have a guy that... that one's so bad.
In hard 8, I remember the beam coming out almost instantly. Maybe it's a low health thing.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, so yeah, these random projectiles. You would think that, okay, RNG, there goes my 1 credit run. No, don't worry, they never go near you.
That was weird, alright.
I just want to ask, how did they manage to build that?
That thing brings up a lot of questions.
Was this by Morton's army, or was this, like, built by Apocalypse from the X-Men?
Well, going by some of those names, I guess a Greek god built it.
Mission complete.
Oh wow, that game you were playing earlier is crossing over.
I noticed, yeah.
Mission 3. Start.
I can't wait for Thanatos to stalk you here too.
Oh god. And
Oh
this-
yeah, that guy's body just stays there and you can keep shooting it.
Oh right, yeah. So this is a stage where like it's not as like wild. It's not like, you know, a weird desert stage with mummies, but it's still just like kind of great because, you know, kind of got this the train kind of
Really good-
slowly picking up speed and going in different backgrounds and stuff.
Like, excellent scenario design in this stage.
Absolutely. The music, I love this music too.
Multi-kill.
Oh god, those bottle rockets that like when you shoot them they just kind of bounce upwards. Which
Yeah,
sometimes is worse than just letting them fly by you.
I imagine co-op you can, like, troll your friends with that.
Oh god, and then just this enemies pouring out of all these different locations.
Notice the slowdown.
Yeah.
This is why you ideally would want to play Zax. Because this sequel is way too ambitious. The Neo Geo hardware could not handle all this stuff.
If I remember correctly, I think X was made mostly to as a PlayStation port.
I think it was actually to try to make a good version of 2.
Huh.
Like, there was a lot of, like, negative player feedback about all the slowdown.
Oh. Oh yeah, so the boxing glove I think is unique melee attack for like certain things. Like, cause you have the knife, but sometimes you also use like this kick/boxing glove thing just on occasion.
I think it depends on altitude.
It's weird.
I know, like, in 6, you have more control over it.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Six-
6, it's like an input.
The 6 is so weird, but
They tried to elaborate on the formula with some mixed results.
I like these guys are just like in their shorts and an army helmet.
I mean, it's a submersible, so might as well be in swim shorts.
Wait, I think it's submerged?
That's what I assumed it was, like they're in their swimsuits.
I think they were just on vacation going by the intro. I don't know if trains actually do this. I could be wrong.
How were you supposed to see that as a secret? Okay, there are 3 people in parallel dimension above the chimney thingy to the train.
That one on the left, where did that come from?
Nazca level design. That's where it came from.
I pick at it because I love it. Think about here is where that boss would be, but in the X version, it just, I don't know, it's so weird, they just kind of repurposed it rather than just make it better.
Yeah.
It kind of works though, because having it like chase you on a train feels a lot more dynamic.
Pretty much, yeah.
When you teabag the Deathslinger. The amount of animations these army guys have alone, the Morden army.
And they add to them in some games.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like you have all this beautiful sprite work, and then you see it at like half speed. And you're just like,
It lets you appreciate every frame of it. Experience virtual highlight frame rate.
oh no. It is interesting that, like, I don't think they upgraded the arcade hardware at all. They just, like, because it's still just Neo Geo. Yeah.
We optimized it better and cleaned up some of the more cluttered stuff and tried to just make the screen more challenging instead of just throw a million people at you.
Yeah. And yeah, these, like, oh yeah, that's like a building. That's not even a tunnel. It just kind of transitions to this city on fire. And then for some reason this boss has, like, the assault theme instead of just a boss theme.
I think they alternate the boss musics.
It's interesting.
Okay, if he's going for score, why is he spamming grenades? You get more points by shooting him with the machine gun.
I'm sure there's a secret involved.
You get the
God.
Xbox. You get an Xbox achievement for dumping all your grenades. Also, yeah, this boss is a lot easier when the game has you in bullet time. That's the strategy.
Even still, I didn't think this thing had, like, shmup hitboxes, but they can apparently squeeze it between those bullets.
Like, I would assume so because your character's hitbox is smaller than the character themselves.
Yeah. Just straight up put like a shmup boss in this. It's ridiculous.
I'm waiting for the Toho bomb. Yukari's in that tank.
I'm just gonna sit here and do this a little while.
I'd like to call this robot teabagging. Oh, he was waiting. Anytime this person idles, I guess they're just waiting for a POW.
Oh god, don't tell me there's another one, because he's idling again.
So is that why that Dark Sea 2 long player kept hanging out in the bathroom? They kept expecting a POW guy to walk in.
Unfortunately, he had to get his heavy machine gun from the Dark World instead.
Thank you, now I can shoot Hadoukens at the ring toss.
Give us time to admire these details, though, like the flashing every time it fires.
Also, I just find it interesting, like, the plane's hovering while the train's moving, and they're still apparently going forward at the same rate.
Oh, yeah. Hell, I don't even know where this thing is. Like, how is this thing attached to the train, this boss?
Well, not anymore.
What did it run into?
It ran into the blast zone. Corporal Gasser.
Oh yeah, there's that named, like, Rumi, I don't know, she's just there.
Mission
You
complete.
occasionally run into her, and she's just like, hey, I'm like a POW, but I've got, like, my own sprites and name and stuff.
Mission 4. Start.
We made a sprite and we wanted to do... Isn't that guy like the antagonist of Metal Slug 3D or something?
4. They
Oh,
just,
yeah,
like,
4.
they edited his sprites to make the final boss of 4. It's...
Okay, chase off a kid by flipping him off or something?
Just yell at him, I don't know. Oh, is this the introduction of another new mechanic? I forget if that's in this game or not.
Let's... Oh, the fat one?
Yeah. It definitely is
Yeah,
in X, but I don't know if it's here.
That previous level in X
There we
pretty
go.
much was designed to make you fat.
Yeah,
So your bullets are bigger, and so is your hitbox.
Yep, like, all your weapons are bigger, and I think even, like, there are weapon combinations that you'll never see in any of the games, but they're actually coded to work, where, like, they have, like, a bigger version, like the laser or whatever, has, like, a bigger version you'll never see.
I've seen Fat Laser.
I mean, it's like the heavy laser or whatever. There's, like, I remember there's a lot of weapon combinations, and some of them don't get used, but they are coded into the game.
I mean, just in case.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, in Zex, the previous level also was, like, designed to make you get fat.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Which is just kind of a great thing. It's just like, oh, your character's now bigger, so they have bigger bullets.
And to cure your fatness, you just have to keep moving.
Oh, yeah, yeah. It wears off after you run enough. Also, yeah, it makes
I wish
your
I-
bombs bigger. I know it affects your melee animations, I just don't know if they're actually any stronger.
Not really, they're just more amusing.
You have, like, a fork and your crouching one is a whip. Oh, yeah, the diet.
That's another way, yeah. But the most common way is you just keep moving. Because they have a metabolism I wish I had. Imagine if just a short jog could just keep me skinny.
I was really hoping we were going to see this guy Hadouken all of the damn fences apart.
It's the next Street Fighter minigame.
It's just so deliberate the way this guy's playing.
It's really weird to see, because if either the two of us were playing this, we would just be mashing the shit out of the fire button.
Yeah.
Like, we would not care, we would just spray and pray.
Max secrets. All secrets. Now we're
Meanwhile,
fighting.
this guy is just doing one big surgical strike.
Heavy machine gun.
Well, you can't do all secrets in Metal Slug 3. It's got branching paths. Unless...
They save state. It becomes even more enigmatic as to how this video is only 15 minutes longer. Okay, we got to see the fork.
I love just the setting changes, like how it progressively gets in all these different areas. Like we're in like a what do you call this? Just like I don't know, a river.
I'm
like
pretty
a
sure you
train.
literally go around the world if the whole map for Zex on the PlayStation is anything to go by.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I rented that only out of sheer desperation to play Zex at home. Because that port's not great.
No.
The PlayStation does not know how to work 2D very well.
I played that one. That's another one where I'm just like, You know, it's nice to have it on the PlayStation, but God, it looks like shit. Even younger me was just like, these sprite animations are terrible.
Imagine if this was the version we got on PlayStation, with all the slowdown and everything.
You know what? At least if it animated alright, then I would have been okay. But oh god, it's so weird to see like a game where its biggest praise is how good the animations are, and then you cut out like 3/4 of the animation.
I guess they had to get it on a home console that people could actually afford somehow.
Yeah, it's true. Also, we got
Saturn versions are much better because they have the expansion cart.
Oh yeah. So they're power-ups specific to the slugs, which is interesting. This one's got the armor piercer, which is
just stronger mortar.
Yeah, but
with
also
a straight arc.
Yeah, it doesn't really have a gravity on it, which is actually pretty useful for what's coming up. I feel like they could have gotten away with reusing a lot of different like tanks and enemies and stuff, but they came up with a lot of crazy ideas and just rolled with all of them.
It's okay, that's what the later sequels are for.
I don't know, they did a lot with 5, it was just a weird amount of effort. Anyway, here's this thing.
A land tank battleship?
It's like yeah, and then it's got this, which, memorize this, sprite, because you'll be seeing it later.
Yeah. Okay, so apparently you can rocket jump off that explosion.
Yeah, I didn't know.
All secrets. I'm glad you can use Team Fortress 2 strategies in this game.
I love that. I don't know if it would make sense per se, but I mean, sure, you know, it's a tank, it can take that. Alright, yeah, you're on top of, like, buildings and stuff, and you just shoot them, break them, because why not?
So this person's just gonna clown on every boss until all the POWs happen.
Yeah, pretty much.
Morton's soldiers are just looking at this happening and being like, what the fuck?
Oh my god. I almost feel bad for saying it, it's like this guy's showing off to nobody. It's like, check it out, I can make this AI feel like shit. It's like, oh, it's AI though.
Oh, he's showing it off to us, I guess, technically. Without even knowing it.
To be honest, I'm not really impressed by it, I'm just kind of like, alright.
You know, that would be funny if you can get 2 of the Hadouken guy.
Oh god. Well, that's what Metal Slug Attack is for. You can have like a million of these guys fighting a bunch of Yoris. There he is. I thought he was gonna walk on screen.
Team Metal Slug, because, I mean, we did get a Metal Slug character in one of the King of Fighters games. And vice versa.
Oh god, that's right, yeah. There was an actual, like, King of Fighters game. I mean, if you count Maximum Impact as being King of Fighters.
I mean, Maximum Impact 2 is at the very least fun. I don't know if you can call it KOF in the most traditional of senses.
Oh no, yeah, I actually enjoyed playing those games. Or whichever one I played, I think it was 2.
Yeah, my experiences with 2, which they, for whatever reason, had the nerve to localize as 2006.
Oh god, that's right.
That's pretty bold.
I love too that like they did that despite the fact that like it was like every year until 2003, and it was like, okay, yeah, but like 2006, you know, it just act like nothing happened. We'll just do 2006. Like, yeah. So it's like, where's 2004, 2005?
They threw it away. They were ashamed of it.
It's in the same place where you can play Metal Slug 6, which is actually just Metal Slug 3 with all the levels swapped around.
It's in the same place where you can play that King of Fighters 93 that Vice's actress from the movie apparently played.
Just remembering, what was that one? It's like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
King of Fighters 93 28 Peoples. So, my condolences to any epileptics playing this game. And clowning on them for score.
Heavy machine gun.
Oh my god!
Yeah. It's more so trying to figure out the amount of like pig trucks in this level. He's got just trucks full of live barnyard animals.
For that soldier doing the knife jumping attack died, he was probably being like, bullet time. Damn it.
Oh my god. Hey, you want to go down to coffee?
Sure, after we hit the pop shop. Art.
Oh yeah, the turning animation they have where they like grab their belt buckles like they're fucking sheriffs or whatever. It's like, alright, time to turn around.
There's like a lot of personality. Even like the common enemies just have so much personality in their animations.
Oh god, yeah.
Like even just monster enemies have personality in their animations.
Oh god, yeah, we're not gonna see it, but they have a whole thing where like they taunt you whenever you die, and then whenever you come back they freak out.
Oh yeah, anyone who's actually playing this game normally is going to be very used to seeing that.
Was that the first POW we've gotten?
I like that the first POWs in this level are secrets within secrets. One step for the road.
Oh yeah, and the guys that are just kind of idling. Oh hey, what's that in the background? Why is it bugging out? What the hell? Alright.
It probably screwed up the frame rate in whatever part of the game it was in right now. Oh my god, really?
Why did they do this?
I want to be a fly on the wall when Nazca was like programming these secrets.
It'll be great, you'll get the heavy machine gun, you'll waste all your ammo trying to get it. Or trying to get the others.
Level design. Hello again, Rumi.
Hey, what's up? Oh yeah, she like drops more stuff if you shoot open the bag, but let her just keep walking.
You'd think she'd notice a gunshot like tearing her bag asunder.
I definitely remember there being some POWs hidden in those lights at various points in this map.
At least with this, we'll remember exactly when.
I do admire the bravery of this person who's like, yeah, I'm gonna fly a helicopter formation inside of a train tunnel.
Morn's army.
They're scary because they're stupid.
They just do not give a crap about their lives.
Thank you. Thank you.
So these things are, a blast and a half if you don't have a weapon.
Yeah. Or another person.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I've had many a time, straining my finger, just mashing that fire button with the pistol.
I'd imagine. Well, I would know because I played this game.
It's like, you know, it's all fine and stuff, and then you don't have a, you lose all your ammo on your weapon, and it's like, oh god. It doesn't kill you on contact, but it pushes you to the wall, and if, you get crushed, well.
Heavy machine gun.
Okay, I was gonna say, is this person trying to conserve heavy machine gun ammo for the upcoming train?
I was also just, like, trying to remember if I even... Like, that pattern for the helicopter looked really weird. I just don't know if I've ever seen them do that.
Heavy machine gun.
I think mostly because I just, you know, shoot them down before they do anything. And these guys coming from the fucking rafters. Oh, I forgot. Oh, we'll see in the next area, but, I forgot there was another interesting enemy in this, game. It's also a, I get the feeling this theme would have popped up a lot in the series had, Nazca kept making them. Because it comes up again in 3.
Yeah, pretty much. Nazca definitely liked reusing music tracks. Meanwhile, the next devs like showing you the amazing things that can be done with Neo Geo sound.
Yeah. It's impressive, but, it definitely lost the spirit of the series, I think, but... It's so hard not to talk about 4, because it's such a weird entry.
Yeah. I guess you can turbo fire or have the fastest fingers known to man.
I mean, I've got a pretty good mashing finger, but, doesn't mean it's any fun to do.
I take it dizzying this player in a fighting game is anything but a dizzy.
I like that was not just, like, a bunch of bombs, but a bomb upgrade that actually downgrades your bomb to regular bombs if you have, you know, like, the fire bombs.
Nazca be trolling.
Laser. I'm not used to this announcer. Because if you ever play this game, you're probably playing X.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Why are you doing this to us, Nazca?
That's, replayability, baby. You don't know they're there, and you never will.
Okay, welcome to where things become far more horrifying.
Yeah?
Okay.
We've entered the survival horror segment.
Yeah, they're exploding zombies?
Yeah, these kamikaze Smeagol people.
I think they're called mutants, but... Or maybe that's what I called them, I don't know.
They probably have an official name.
Not to
Also-
spoil anything, but this is not the enemies I associate with zombies in the Metal Slug series, but, you know.
Notice that because of the slowdown, we get to admire every frame of their really graphic death animation where their innards come out of their backs.
Oh god, yeah. Yeah, they did some really gross stuff with their animations. It's funny because like, censoring it with the white blood really didn't make it that much, you know, more suitable.
Shotgun.
It made it funnier in some instances. Oh no, I'm vomiting my cereal. God, and like the detailed flowing animation of the blood,
Yeah?
which is weird because like in other SNK games you have like King of Fighters where it's basically like a red line, or Samurai Showdown where let's just say they got really creative with their blood animations.
Oh yeah, so if it's not obvious, these things will explode if they get near you. Which, I mean, in a game where you have one-hit deaths, it's not like it really matters that much, but it is interesting that instead of just having an attack, they just, yeah, they just blow the fuck up.
Also, this really creepy-ass music to accompany the atmosphere.
Yeah?
The tonal whiplash of this part. We just got done with this, like, insane train segment, and now we're playing Parasite Eve.
It kind of gives me an Earthbound vibe, where it's, like, way more silly, and then suddenly it just gets really just, like, kind of dark.
Yeah, pretty much. Next boss is Starman.
Better not be Starman Deluxe, I hate that guy.
God, now I'm just imagining Earthbound, the intestines and everything just burst out of a Starman.
Oh god.
It would be every fanfic writer's dream.
Oh, you can't just run those things over. Oh, there's just
It's a
guys
shame.
hanging out.
It's a shame they can't... Yeah, how is that possible? If we ignore the mutants, they'll go away.
There's a guy there, sure.
I shot the guy out of my tank.
Yeah, Morden's army gets away with hanging out with a lot of weird people. I'm just starting to realize.
Morden has connections. Also, we're gunning these things down with the horrifying music still playing.
Oh my god.
It reflects on the evils of man. You don't want to know what these soldiers did.
I was gonna say, I don't remember this part lasting that long. It's like, oh yeah, because it usually is playing at like not 10 frames a second.
Experience blazing single-digit FPS.
Thank you.
Didn't really have any supernatural bosses in this game, though. They're all just kind of robots, but...
At least for this particular game. In the next one, we get a couple.
Yeah, they get kind of wild there.
I mean, technically, the supernatural pretty much all died with the mummies. Everything else is, like, engineered.
That's, yeah.
Either by man or, let's just say the next main antagonist that we'll see.
Yeah, that's true.
I hate to be the soldiers that have to be in this thing in the sewer. I hope they brought a lot of air fresheners with them. But given the budget that Morden tends to give his armies, I doubt it.
Oh no, what are we doing now?
Clowning until more survivors. Also showing off the tactic of using iframes to avoid attacks.
Yeah.
Which is why it's always good to have a slug, if you can, in a boss fight.
Yeah, it's more than just extra health. Those iframes are actually super useful.
There's a certain boss in the next game that is hard unless you exploit the iframes.
Like, they just get to swim away. Like, they're alright.
They just lost their dignity swimming in this water. This water's probably going to turn them to mutants for all we know.
Yeah, maybe that's where those mutants came from.
It's like, yeah, they never really have a story or anything to elaborate on all this stuff, but we all know what happens when they tried to have a story. Yeah, that's a nice laugh to have after experiencing what you've just experienced. In Marco's place, I would just be scratching my head.
I'm just looking at the water animation right now. God, this game is gorgeous.
Yeah, incredible freaking sprite work.
So yeah, this theme. Get used to this theme, by the way. This one crops up a lot.
Yes, it does.
I say that as soon as we hit 4, the music kind of becomes all original for a while. But anyway.
Noise Factory trying to live up to its name. Okay, what is this game's obsession with prisoners that are, like, in the next dimension? If this is the level I'm thinking of, we're gonna see a really ambitious effect coming up.
Oh, yeah, yeah. This is the final mission, isn't it? So.
Yeah. I don't know if it's this one or Zex, though, that does that.
Oh, I think it's in this one.
Yeah, who needs fireballs from lava in the Mario games when you can have missiles from water in this game?
Just endless sea of missiles. Morton, what do you want? Just fire it! You want to fire an ad? No, just fire them! Just keep firing.
It's the final level. Just dump all our goddamn ammunition.
I guess if you're 21, you have access to that mine shaft.
I mean, hey, Morton does have, like, his own brand of wine. Maybe that's where they make it. But that's not until the next game.
I love these sandbag mounds, too. Oh, God.
There it is. Yeah, I can't imagine how many man-hours spriting this must have taken.
And really, like, why is it there? Other than just to be silly and amazing.
We're gonna do everything, whether the Neo Geo likes it or not.
Oh my god, well I think it doesn't like all these guys on screen.
In addition to all these sprites tiled together for the bridge. Welcome to negative 10 frames per second.
Just a reminder, this is all in, like, X, but it runs a lot better.
I think there's, like, less enemies.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I think that's really the main contributing factor, is they just put way too much on screen. Like, we could still make the game difficult without putting all of that there.
Yeah, just, like, choose harder enemies instead of just swarm you.
It's also worth mentioning that, I forget if X came out after 3? I know it was being developed, like, during 3.
It came out before.
Okay.
3 was the last game that Nazca did.
Yeah, but this game, or X rather, has, it's this game, but it actually has a lot of features from 3 in it, just because they were being developed around the same time, so...
Yeah. Welcome back.
Hey, maybe we're gonna see him for a little longer.
Yeah, we can actually talk about him. He is, I guess, kind of our recurring rival.
Yeah.
And, yeah, his one-liners are pretty great.
He's got some English. Oh.
I do wonder if that's, like, an actor that is, like, an English speaker, or if it's, like, a Japanese person that can do English pretty well.
Oh god, that knife attack. I always thought he was hitting you with, like, the bandolier or something, just because...
No, it's just really good motion blur.
And there's Killer Whale, my favorite Mugen character.
Stop, wait to me. By the way, he's okay after that. Like, apparently he's able to survive all these horrible deaths that happen to him because he's that determined to get back to his family.
I remember reading this somewhere about that. That's great.
Yeah, it was in an interview in the Metal Slug anthology.
Oh god. Are we gonna cover Metal Slug Advance? Because there was that.
I mean, if you want to.
It's another thing where it's like, you know, the beauty of Metal Slug, like, chopped in half so it could fit on a Game Boy Advance.
Also, life bars, because why must I cry? Although I think that debuted in the Neo Geo Pocket games.
Oh, yeah, I don't know anything about those.
Namely the life bars in the card collection.
It's interesting that they didn't just, like, make that for the Game Boy Advance, they made a new game.
I struggle to imagine how they would make, like, a straight-up traditional Metal Slug for the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
I mean, its sprite handling powers are better than the PlayStation, but not enough to do an accurate Neo Geo game.
Nah, definitely not. I love that guy. Because you can't get me up here. Oh, shit. And just split its sub open just because.
Kind of impressive that you can do that with a machine gun.
Yeah?
Metal Slug, where everything's made of nitroglycerin.
Oh, by the way, aliens.
Yep.
They just kind of drop that there. They're just like, oh, yeah, there they are. Alien.
In Zex, they foreshadow it, but, like, only in the strangest way imaginable.
Oh, that's right, yeah. It's like they explode out of a building you blow up in the first mission.
Like, if you didn't play 2 beforehand, you just get that out of context, and you're like, what the fuck?
You're just like one of the buildings you blows up just has a whole bunch of those guys in it that, like, you just see them explode with the building, and it's like, why? They are some weird developers, man.
Maybe Nazca are actually Mars people.
Also, their death animation is something.
Yeah, a lot of attention to detail into something dying.
Also, yeah, so whenever they made a crossover into fighting games, the first thing they did was make Mars people a boss character in SVC.
Yeah, SVC Chaos. Some of the choices were something else.
Well, I think
it's
Fio
like-
was a striker, but yeah.
And in Maximum Impact. No, wait. SVC was 2004, so it was before Maximum Impact 2.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, we just saw a guy get shard.
I'm just so not used to this announcer. He's only around for 2 games.
He's better than the 6 announcer. I'll go. Thank you, Moonwalking Tank.
He's just beep, beep. God, they have some crazy animations too for how little they actually do.
And then SVC Chaos, they kept the tradition of them being extravagantly animated.
They did, yeah. They were actually pretty cool looking there.
Also, they were surprisingly viable in that of all games.
If I remember correctly, I think one of their supers was just like a UFO crashes on the opponent and they just freak out.
That's their X-Seed.
Weird game.
Thank you. Heavy machine gun.
It's like, yeah, they're viable in a game where you can just casually play as gay nerds.
So, Battle Coliseum, I assume, was after Maximum
Yeah.
Impact?
Yeah, I think that might have been, or might have been before Maximum Impact. It was around the same time frame.
So either way, like, we didn't get to play as one of the actual, like, Metal Slug protagonists until one of those games, where you had Fio as just, like... Which, as far as I know, like, I think Falcoon had some influence over who they put in that game, so...
Yeah,
You were just-
Falcoon directed the game.
He was just like, hey, Fio's cool. And it's like, yeah, I mean, yeah. And then in Battle Coliseum, it's like, oh yeah, you can play as Marco now. It's like, why did that take so long to do?
Yeah, you would have think that the POW guy would have been playable instead of being a super.
If I remember correctly, Fio's moveset was pretty fucking dumb in Maximum Impact.
Also, it's funny that in SVC Chaos's counterpart to them was Zero, the character that's actually predictable.
Yeah. Although I remember the weird thing about that was specifically like the Game Boy Advance game Zero.
Well, that's because he was the latest version of Zero.
Yeah. Just kind of interesting how that was specifically the one they used, even though I don't think that really came back. Like, you know, Mimsy 3, it was mostly just kind of the Mega Man X Zero, as far as I know.
Yeah, they prefer that design. Like, X4 is just too famous of a game to, like, not represent.
Yeah. Also, I like the burning tentacles that are lying on the ground.
I wonder how a shotgun blast does that.
It's a good question, really.
I guess their green blood is actually, like, some highly flammable agent.
Yeah, they're xenomorphs.
I mean, that's why they, like, dissolve when they die.
I don't know, their eyes are kind of weird to me, where it's like just these little black dots, but then whenever they do anything, they become white. Like they just have their eyes closed or something.
I think that is specifically just so you can see that their eyes are falling out. Because if they were still black dots, there'd be no way you can notice that.
Yeah?
They just change things just to make things more graphic.
Also, yeah, you fight like a shitload of these things in the last level. It's like they come out of nowhere, but then it's like, oh, there's something like really important.
I guess they just want you to get your fill of them.
So I think this is the most fillery the game feels is in this area, because you fight a lot of the same enemy in pretty generic-looking areas, like some of the less impressive-looking stuff in the game.
Oh, don't worry, 3's gonna address your criticism. And boy will it.
They like to hop around a lot, though. Oh god, we're still going. Oh god, I forgot he could do that! I haven't seen him do that in so long, oh my god.
Yeah, he has a Tatsu. All he needs is a DP.
He's trying to free his friend, but he just can't do it.
I mean, yeah, they kind of explode when they die. I guess that's why in the air, so I guess that's why their tentacles are on fire.
Yeah. Their projectile is also,
And stabbable plasma? God, imagine if, like, Doom enemies can melee your plasma rifle shots.
Oh god. Alright. So, this final boss is something else. I do love this, like, storytelling without actual dialogue.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's what all you really could have done with the Neo Geo. And they made it work.
Yeah?
Although, with the sampling that you can do with the audio and everything, you probably could get, like, Sega CD semi-FMVs out of a Neo Geo game.
Although they definitely could have done, like, dialogue of some fashion, just, they just didn't need to. Oh my god, he had 70 bombs going into this.
So I guess that's where the bombs are going. Screw score. God, imagine like a fully voice-acted cutscene with the actors they're using in this game. Marco, I will send you home to mommy.
I mean, if I wanted to steal, like, full lines from Lord Alan, there is a game for that. But anyway. Yeah, that just crushes his building, just because.
I like the fighting going on in the background.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, the fiery buildings and stuff too.
So much attention to detail.
Barco just yelling into a walkie-talkie.
Also, yeah, like, they have a cold climate animation that they do whenever they're in a place that's cold, or they're up against a particularly imposing enemy.
Oh yeah, yeah. Also,
Given the fire going on in the background, I guess he was getting chills from the UFO.
I think there's also ones for like really hot temperature areas too, but I don't know if that's in this game or not.
I don't think it is. The final mission. Hot climate mission.
But yeah, I do love the army's actually helping you out now, because, you know, why wouldn't they?
They have their leader captive up there.
Yeah. I guess we're gonna see it. I think in this version, they actually wheel in a metal slug for you.
Yeah, we just have this lying around. We can't use it, it's too high budget.
We only know you gotta use really janky things.
If it doesn't fall apart at the seams after the first week, then we can't use it.
Oh my god, the slowdown.
Like, we have all these entities going on at the same time, not to mention the background.
Which is
Here's
funny
the metal
'cause,
slug.
yeah, they retain a lot of this stuff in X, but it's more optimized.
Yeah. Iframe time. Marco, here's what you need. Iframes.
Just take the hit, Marco. We need this to end sooner. Before the
Commander, do you... Sorry.
before the Neo melts.
Commander, do you copy? I need an iframe dispenser machine.
Damn it, we can't shoot him. Morden, he's too strong. He just blocks our bullets by jumping out of a tank.
His tank gymnastics are too much.
I don't remember the iframes being that good. He just straight up ignoring that stuff.
Oh, they're good. You should see the speedruns.
Oh god.
Jump out of a tank, mash the hell out of the grenade button.
Oh, yeah, so I think the explosions actually travel upwards for Metal Slug's bazooka, so hitting stuff with them just to hit something above it is actually like a good strat. Actually, I think the same is true of the regular bombs, but yeah.
Yeah, the explosions have hitboxes. I guess it makes sense, you're being burnt there.
Yeah. Also, here's this. Just straight up an Independence Day reference.
I mean, if they wanted, they should have went all in. They should have had it fly to the White House and then do that.
Does that mean that particular pilot had like a history with the aliens?
They just don't give a crap about their own lives.
Marco's like, I've seen this. I've had a long day rescuing all these POWs in random places.
God, I wish the Hadouken one was in this level so that we can just see him constantly looking back and forth between the two soldier sets.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, Morden in his underwear because apparently Nazca just really likes people in their underwear.
Oh right, yeah. They're just gonna say it like that. We're shocked that he fell on his face, but we don't really want to rescue him.
It's like that Ed and Eddie part where, like, Ed accidentally drops like a whole house on his toe, and then everyone just stares in horror at it. Like, of all the violent things that have happened to them, that's like the one thing where everyone reacts.
Oh yeah, not much of a credit sequence in this one.
Don't you get like artwork though in the credits?
No, I think this is it.
I guess that must have been Zex where the artwork happens.
Yeah. Do this
At least
interesting scroll effect here.
And bear in mind that this is like a sprite-based game, so they sprited these. This is all hand-drawn animation, no like polygonal texture tricks.
They were on something, man. Andy. Good old Haya.
Sadly, I don't think Fuck All Y'all Backwards worked on this.
No, because then we'd be able to read the name as soon as it was flipped over.
Yeah, this effect just to make like the credits that much harder. That many people. It only took that many people to make this game.
The future is now indeed.
I agree. Welcome to a glimpse of this console's unlimited potential.
It's just a shame it had that price tag.
Pretty much.
I mean, it's worth it. It's just it was hard for people to want to make that risk, you know?
I mean, nowadays these games are cheap as hell to get because of all the re-releases.
Yeah.
I mean, not on native hardware, mind you.
Right.